Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Rick Barnett with Barnett Financial and Tax. And, during the day, I spend my time as a financial advisor helping people build their financial futures. But away from the office, I'm a parent. I've raised 4 children. And it's interesting how being a parent has a lot of unique things, very consistent with across the board of financial planning and parenting. And the things that I've learned as a parent has taught me great things about how we approach wealth management for our clients. And that's really what I'm here to share with you today. In both life and finances, consistency is the key. It's things like what we teach our kids, brushing our teeth and making our beds and taking care of things that we like them to do around the house. But the consistency is the key, not only in parenting, of course, but in great wealth management. Study tasks like managing your cash flow, making consistent investments, tax planning, making sure you're in line with all the taxes, all the things that you would do in your financial life, and building a consistent wealth management plan. Parenting is actually the same way. Here's a tougher lesson that we have to be thinking about, and that is, as parents, sometimes we have to discipline our kids as it relates to things that they've done that we've asked them not to do or we don't want them doing. And those sometimes are, taking away cell phones and reducing screen time, taking away some of those privileges. It teaches us a lesson, and life moves relatively quickly. As a matter of fact, when it comes to your finances, the penalties can be far more severe than anything we have to do as a parent. Some of those things are maybe getting into debt, and sometimes it's a mountain of debt, making bad investment decisions, not really planning throughout the year for our taxes and then coming up with a big tax hit or tax penalties. Those are some of the severe things that can be long-lasting and sometimes very difficult to reverse when you're trying to get to and through retirement. The short story is the discipline from parenting goes away quickly, as you know if you are a parent. But the problem with things that are going on in our financial life, they can be long-lasting. And again, we're talking about implications that can last a lifetime. And that's why it's so critical to get this stuff in line quickly. This kind of brings me to my final thought. Throughout our lifetime, we should be learning and growing like we do with parenting, right? It's a learning curve. We have to learn along the way. And there are resources to get. And so lifelong learning for our finances, we're huge believers in. As a matter of fact, we've been teaching financial classes since the early 90s and have just kind of found that it's really part of our mission is to not only work with our clients, but to teach them along the way and offer classes and things that are available to them so they really understand what's happening and can have huge impacts not only in their lifetime, but can pass that information along to their children. And those things include things like saving money, managing your cash flow, how to avoid debt, planning, starting a retirement plan, planning for the future, understanding what that's going to take, understanding your timelines in which you want to retire and what it's going to take to get there. All of these things make a difference. So the more understanding you have, the better off you're going to be. That's why all these years ago, I created Financial Leadership University. It's a program that literally I've taught since the early 90s, originally going into General Motors and Delphi Corporation. And throughout all of these years, 35 years of teaching in large corporations, in hospitals, churches, schools, unions. We've spoke at civic and fraternal organizations. And that's an opportunity for those of you who are listening is to either plug into one of our Financial Leadership University programs that we're doing around the area and or sponsor us to come into your place of work, your place of worship, or an organization you belong to. These are strictly education-only programs with great handouts and resources and an opportunity to sit in the classroom and really get the soup to nuts understanding of how to manage your financial life and have a successful retirement. So the couple of opportunities you would have would be, number one, to reach out to us and ask us about Financial Leadership University. As a matter of fact, you can go onto our website at bftwealth.com. And there's just information about the program, the different courses we teach and what are offered, as well as we offer a no-cost consultation for you to come in and speak with one of our advisors, answer any questions you have. And you can do that by calling 1-800-425-7044 or emailing us at myteam@bftwealth.com. So the consultation is no cost for you to come in to talk to one of us in one of our offices, or do that via Zoom. And then the teaching program, the Financial Leadership University, we offer that as a no-cost way that we, as a nonprofit organization, we go out and we teach, and we're happy to do that and love to do it as part of our passion, part of our mission. And so we look forward to hearing from you soon.